Greetings, Andy Yost here with McFadden TV. I wanted to give you a quick overview today of one of the best tools in our toolbox as Shure users, and that is simply Shure.com, the Shure website. So on the main page of Shure.com, you'll notice there's some scrolling updates. These are typically timely product launches like the KSM8 dual dyne here, or updates like the 50th anniversary of the SM58, Microflex Advance, etc. Scrolling down, you'll find some featured blog posts and information and new product launches. But the section I wanted to focus on today is this support section up here. Shure's applications and technical support is second to none in our industry, and this page kind of is a great snapshot of all that is to offer at our disposal. So let's take a look here. In most cases, you would start with their general FAQ section, no matter what your interest or question may be. You'll see over here there's just a general most searched or most recently searched list for some quick, timely questions. But if you open up their FAQ, find an answer, you'll notice 4,600 questions have been asked and answered and logged within this database. Scrolling down, you'll find some of these, like an IT professional's guide to great corporate sound, have been updated. So as our technology landscape grows and changes, as it often does, Shure actually goes back and updates them accordingly, so the 4,600 answers you are reading are updated and correct and current. So let's say we search rechargeable batteries, for example. There's 323 answers to questions that have been asked about rechargeable batteries. Chances are, whatever question you have, you will be able to find in here, and you can filter and kind of dive it down even further from there. Back on the support main page, as you scroll down, you'll find that there are downloads for CAD files, publications, which Shure has dozens of these, kind of quick start guides to application-specific situations, not necessarily product-specific. So these have a very long shelf life and can live on in various applications. For example, introduction to home recording and podcasting, audio systems for film. These are things that can be treated as reference manuals for many years to come, all available on the Shure support publications portion. Scrolling down, you'll see there's other service and repair and warranty forms to fill out. And with the ever-changing RF landscape, there's an entire section on just wireless spectrum updates. What's happening, what's planning on happening, etc. But perhaps the best example of what is so useful to us is this tools section here. Opening the tools section, this is something you would absolutely want to bookmark. At the very bottom are some fun sort of toys to play around with, like the mic listening lab. Here you can audition just about any Shure microphone against just about any Shure microphone. Pretty awesome. So if you want to hear what a KSM 313 sounds on a guitar versus a Beta 181, for example, you can do all that within here. There's also a noise identifier, which may sound silly. This was born out of people calling into Shure applications and making noise over the phone of what they were experiencing with their sound system. So Shure reproduced those sounds and logged them in a database, so if you are hearing comb filtering or GSM noise from a nearby cell phone, you can get in here and dictate whether that is the case or not, or it is something else. Pretty fun. The most useful tools, something that we reference almost daily, are these two here at the top, the wireless frequency and wireless accessory portions. Wireless Frequency Finder allows you to type in any zipped code of a location where you're going to be using wireless microphones. So I've just typed in generally Columbus, Ohio, and I'm going to say we're going to be using BLX wireless systems in this zip code. What frequencies should I avoid, and what frequencies should I look for? And it spits out a list. All of these channels here are wireless groups and frequencies that Shure recommends using when you are using microphones in wireless microphones in this zip code. It even shows you the frequencies. It even shows you that these in green are reserved for wireless mics. More importantly, as you scroll down, you'll see that there is a great deal of ones they recommend not using because there are overlap in the wireless spectrum. So this is extremely important if you're planning out trips and tours, or you're on the way to a job site and you know that you are going to run into some problematic RF landscapes. Getting into the Wireless Frequency Finder ahead of time will help you assimilate faster when you get there and ready to set up. From there, with that information provided, launch the Wireless Accessory Wizard. The Wireless Accessory Wizard allows you to input your scenario, the amount of wireless you're using, what channels, what systems specifically, are you going to rack mount them, and it will spit out not only an inventory list of those items to bring or purchase, but it will also give you a diagram on how to hook them up. So from our last example, we're using BLX-R, so BLX receivers that are rack mountable in the H10 band, and I'm actually going to be using 16 of these. This is a big church, for example. Of course, we're going to rack mount them. You always want to rack mount wireless systems if you're using 3 or more, I would say. 16 channels in a single rack. We're definitely going to remote mount those antennas, and we're going to throw them about 125 feet away or so. So what this does, you submit your scenario, and it says, this is what you're looking at. So these 16 BLX systems, you're going to need 4 antenna splitters, active antenna splitters, this much cable length, this amplifier, 4 of these amplifiers, and these using these 2 antennas. And then furthermore, from there, it will show you a diagram of what that's going to look like. So not only will it say, yes, it will work under this scenario, but it'll say, here's how you do it. So this is a massive time saver for anybody in fixed installations, or you're trying to map out a large scale job and you want to make sure that you have the inventory correct and that you have it hooked up correctly, and utilizing the frequency finder that you're chiming into the correct frequencies. So all of this can be found at shure.com/support and so much more. For any more information on the tools at your disposal with the Shure brand, please contact McFadden Sales. We'll see you next time.